That is Newtown Station. Welcome to mid-Wales. Day 2, travelling around the new 6 stations I haven't been to. I spent the night in Shrewsbury. A teeny problem. We had some storms a while back. They washed away the track, the line around Welshport in 3 separate places. The line is currently being repaired. There's therefore a replacement bus service in between Shrewsbury and Newtown, which is why I'm starting here. And from there, I'll get the train down to Bow Street, and my companion for the day should already be on board.
Croeso i Gymru. Welcome to Wales.
Thank you very much. I'm walking backwards so that I'm down the sun, by the way. My immediate impression, single platform, is that any station that has sheep in a field next to it is kind of fun.
Isn't it though?
Welcome to Bow Street.
It's lovely.
Sun's out.
It's very scenic.
Sarah.
Hello.
Sarah.
Hello.
What's in there?
What's in there?
You've brought like a hamper.
I know.
Why have I
know.
only just spotted this?
I brought cake.
What?
I have. I brought chocolate
Hang on,
cake.
the whole hour we were on the train together and I've only just spotted that you've brought cake. Did you bring a flask of tea as well? No, just cake.
Shucks.
Yeah, there's no cafe here, is there? This is going to be a recurring theme of my week. Okay, so immediately that gets the obvious thing out of the way. Is there a ramp for step-free access? Yes. You were involved in some of the initial planning of this station. Is that correct? In what aspect?
I had a look at the plans with the villagers, and yeah, I thought this looks good. This looks good. I want to come back and see when it's all done.
I've heard in advance, though, I've heard some people describe it as sort of a little bit like they could have called the station. I mean, there is a Bow Street village up the way. There's a spa shop or something, right?
Yes, there is.
But some people have said cheekily, isn't it just like a park and ride for Aberystwyth? Could you have called it Aberystwyth Park and Ride? Is that what it really is?
To me, it looks very much like a Park and Ride Parkway station.
No, if you're already on the train, you just carry on getting the train.
Yeah.
No, why would it be a park and ride for Aberystwyth? I'm confused.
It doesn't make sense, does
It doesn't make sense, no.
Could be extra capacity because there's not very much parking in Aberystwyth.
Oh, okay, right.
Yes.
Okay, so you would get the train to here and then get the bus into Aberystwyth because it's only 5-10 minutes down the road. It's a lovely sunny day.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I think there's a timetable.
How many services are there?
Well, I find at stations nowadays you don't always get a paper timetable. So well done, Transport for Wales, for putting up a paper timetable. It's pretty bog standard. It's a 2-hourly service. It's conflicting because here the trains are running through to Shrewsbury. On the website it says they only go as far as, is it now, Machynlleth, right?
Yeah.
How's my pronunciation on Machynlleth?
It's pretty good.
They divide at Machynlleth, don't they? Check the turntable for details. The classic thing, of course, is that you can also change at Dovey Junction, but they like you to change it at Machynlleth. Okay. Yeah. But generally, 2-hourly service. Okay. I'm a little bit sad because they put the bin inside one of those hard plastic tubes, so the bin doesn't actually blow in the breeze. Okay, you've got the cake thing open. Are we going with the cake? Let's just go with the cake early. What kind of cake is it?
Chocolate cake.
Oh, yes. You've got a napkin as well.
We have everything. We even have a tablecloth.
Sarah's actually brought a tablecloth.
You can't have a picnic without a tablecloth. Look at that.
So we'll have our cake and then we'll talk about station history and stats and whatnot. Okay, all right. And then there was cake eating.
I nearly brought some squirty cream, but I thought that might have been a little much.
Hello.
Hello.
How's your Bow Street experience?
It's awesome.
I haven't actually made more of the scenery, but
No.
Is that the water over there? See, I'd point the camera that way, but the sun is so low, and it's blaring right.
Yeah.
That is the sea over there, isn't it?
So sunny, yes.
Okay. You enjoy the cutaway of the sun just glaring. What I want to ask you, is there a ticket machine?
There is a ticket machine.
Is there a waiting shelter?
There is. We're in the waiting shelter.
Is there a health point?
There are 2 health points.
Is there a bin bag?
There are 2.
Is there a dot matrix information display?
There is.
Are there timetables?
There are timetables.
Is there a bus service?
There is a bus service.
Is there a car park with 73 spaces, including accessibility spaces, family parking and EV charging points?
There's no EV charging points.
Bit sad about that.
I know, there is a bike rack.
At Worcestershire Parkway yesterday, there were loads... You've been to Worcestershire Parkway as well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Have you watched yesterday's video with Rob yet?
It's great. Oh, I loved it.
All the EV charging points. Hang on. Is there a tablecloth which serves tasty chocolate cake?
There is. There is.
Just tell us, but this new station opened when?
February 2021.
21. And there was a previous station here, am I right?
Yeah, that closed under Beeching,
So
1965.
Classic 665 Beeching Clover. But it was further up the line, wasn't it?
It was, further to the north.
There's a bridge in the distance up there. I'm wondering just how far north it was. And are you going to ask me about passenger stats?
I am, yeah.
What's your question?
So how many passengers have visited?
I'm so glad you are, Sarah. That's it. Because it opened up during a strange time of do not travel, there's only been one accounting period for Bow Street, 2020 to 2021, when basically Wales were like, don't go on a train. so in the whole of 1 year, officially only had 306 passengers. So we need to wait for next year's figures for the real...
To get a true reading.
To get a true reading. So, but technically it's quite least used at the moment, but that's not a true reading. Everything was skewed.
Is it a request stop?
It is not a request stop, no.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm being a bit silly about the park and ride.
Yeah.
It's not park and ride going to Aberystwyth. It's people that live in Aberystwyth that maybe could park here because they can't park at Aberystwyth and then get the train to Kintore or Shrewsbury. It's for people going east, not west.
Really?
What would that make?
But
do you live in if you live in Aberystwyth, would you drive here and use this as a park and ride station to head that way rather than that way? That's what it is, isn't it? Isn't it?
That makes sense.
I've just worked it out.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah. There's a help point down there, back at the main point. But have you seen it? There's a second help point. And there's one here as if... Why would you come down to this end? Yeah. Transport for Wales, hi, we love you. Why would you install a help point at this end of the platform?
Why is there a disability refuge point? There's nowhere to escape to.
Do you want to do the help point?
Straight to Aberystwyth.
But seriously, why is it here when the rest of the platform is up there? I don't know why you put a help point down here. Again, I'm walking backwards because I'm shooting down sun. There's a lot of red, as is per TFW's logo. You notice these little red bands, because these are like the T's. These are like the red stripes that you get, and then like the benches are red, and then there's a little red stripe on top of the way out sign. So they've put the red colour is all there on the branding. The branding gurus have been in, and they've made sure even the benches outside the station in the car park.
I've really gone for it.
There's lots of little.
Wow.
I feel like for this section of the video there should just be like a little red line, you know, across the screen or something. Are you being responsible with our rubbish? You're actually putting it in the bin.
I am.
Well done.
Keep Britain tidy.
Our train, the 1712, is pulling in. Thank you, Sarah, so much to you and to your mum for the cake. Look at the internet, tell YouTube what I'm doing tomorrow.
Tomorrow, day 3 with Carl at Warrington West.
See you then, press subscribe. Bye! Here comes our train. Look at that, perfectly timed. We're good.
Fabulous.
We're good. We're pros. We're pros. Bye!